The NBA world woke up to a bombshell today, and the spotlight is shining directly on Charlotte Hornets guard Terry Rozier, who has officially pleaded not guilty to recent gambling-related charges. But what really fueled the fire was what happened after his court appearance. Rozier walking briskly past reporters, refusing to answer a single question as cameras flashed and microphones chased him down the courthouse steps. This is a developing story that has gripped the basketball community, and in today's video, we're breaking down everything. The charges, Rozier's plea, the reaction across the league, and what comes next for the Hornets guard as this scandal unfolds. It's a story with legal stakes, NBA implications, and potentially career-altering consequences. So let's dive in. The scene outside the courthouse, silence speaks loudest. When Terry Rozier stepped out of the courthouse, the tension was palpable. Dozens of reporters waited, eager to get a comment, a reaction, anything from the Hornet star. But Rozier kept his head down, sunglasses on, and didn't say a word. Cameras captured him weaving through the crowd, security clearing space as journalists shouted questions. "Terry, do you have anything to say about the charges? Do you still maintain your innocence? Are you cooperating with the investigation?" Yet Rozier didn't budge. He didn't stop. He didn't acknowledge a single voice. And in many ways, that silence became its own headline. The charges, what we know so far. So what exactly is Rozier accused of? While details are still emerging, Rozier faces allegations tied to illegal sports betting activity, accusations that involve placing wagers through unauthorized channels. It's important to emphasize that he has pleaded not guilty, firmly denying any wrongdoing. According to documents filed in court, investigators claim Rozier may have been connected to a betting operation under scrutiny. The specifics, what he allegedly bet on, how frequently, and whether there was any NBA-related activity, remain sealed or unclear. But one thing is certain. The NBA takes gambling violations extremely seriously. The league has made this clear through its strict policies, constant monitoring, and recent statements by Commissioner Adam Silver. And with sports betting now legalized in many states, the spotlight on player conduct has never been brighter. Rozier's defense, standing firm. The not guilty plea signals that Rozier and his legal team are ready to fight the allegations head-on. Sources close to the situation say Rozier is maintaining that he never placed illegal bets and that any financial transactions being examined were unrelated to sports wagering. His attorney spoke briefly after the hearing, stating that Terry looks forward to clearing his name. But Rozier himself? Total silence. That silence leaves room for speculation, something the media and fans have already seized on. The NBA reacts, a growing concern. Around the league, executives and players are paying close attention. The NBA has spent years building a strong relationship with legal betting partners, and player involvement in illegal gambling, if proven, could create a major public relations crisis. The league has released a short statement saying they are monitoring the situation, but beyond that, the NBA is staying quiet. That's typical protocol for active legal cases, but the timing couldn't be worse for the Hornets or for Rozier's career. If the accusations escalate or the evidence becomes damaging, Rozier could face suspensions, fines, mandatory league investigations, and in the worst-case scenario, long-term disciplinary actions ***. For now, though, Rozier is eligible to play. But how long that remains true depends entirely on where this case goes next. Impact on the Charlotte Hornets. The Hornets were blindsided by the news. Rozier has been one of their primary scoring options, a veteran presence, and a leader in the locker room. Losing him, even temporarily, would be a huge blow to a young team already trying to find consistency. Coaches and players have been asked repeatedly for reactions. Most have responded with short, cautious comments. "We support him. We're focused on the game. We don't know enough to say anything." And that's the truth. Until more details emerge, the team is stuck in limbo, hoping their star can maintain focus while also dealing with a high-profile legal battle. Public reaction, speculation, debate, and confusion. Fans and media are buzzing. Some believe Rozier's not guilty plea suggests confidence that the allegations are weak. Others think his refusal to answer questions points to legal strategy or damage control. Social media exploded with debates and theories. If he was innocent, he'd speak. He's letting the lawyers handle it. This is going to get bigger before it gets resolved. And because gambling scandals carry heavy stigma, every small detail becomes magnified under the microscope of public opinion. What happens next? The road ahead. Now that Rozier has pleaded not guilty, the case moves into its next phase. Further hearings and a potential trial. Additional evidence review. Possible NBA involvement. Potential negotiations or legal motions. These situations often take weeks or months to unfold. But one thing is clear, Rozier won't be able to avoid the spotlight. Even if he avoids reporters, even if he chooses silence, every move he makes will be scrutinized. The media will track his court dates. Fans will analyze his on-court body language. Legal analysts will speculate on the strength of the case. This is the reality of being a professional athlete under investigation. How will this affect Rozier's career? The long-term implications could be massive. If he's cleared, Rozier can move forward with minimal damage. The headlines will fade, and his career will continue uninterrupted. But if the allegations hold weight or if new evidence surfaces, the consequences could reach beyond the courtroom. We've seen players in other sports face suspensions, fines, and reputational harm, even when charges didn't result in convictions. In today's NBA, where integrity is everything, gambling accusations hit differently. They raise questions about fairness, competitive balance, and trust. And for Rozier, known for his scoring bursts and fearless style of play, this scandal threatens to overshadow everything he's built. Final thoughts, a story far from over. Terry Rozier stepping out of court and refusing to answer questions is more than just a viral clip. It's the symbol of a larger, developing drama. A drama involving legal scrutiny, league policy, team stability, and a player whose future suddenly hangs in the balance. He has pleaded not guilty. He has chosen silence for now. And the world is watching. This story is far from over, and as the investigation continues, the stakes will only get higher, for Rozier, for the Hornets, and for the NBA itself.